Well, everybody, I'm sure you recognize Kevin Coleman. He's a repeat performer with us. How you doing, my friend?
Good to see you, Roger.
Good to see you. He's with CAT, C-A-T. And these folks have everything. And Kevin's expertise, I guess, would be skid steers.
Skid steer loaders and compact track loaders, rubber track loaders, absolutely, yes.
Well, I know you brought some things to the show. What do we have to talk about?
Well, we have two models here this week. We'd like for everybody to come by and check them out. We have our 262D model, which is a rubber tire skid steer model, and we have our compact track loader model at 259D as well. A lot of tools to check out also, some concrete mixing buckets, roller compactor, cold planer milling head, so a lot of good things to check out.
A lot of attachments.
Absolutely.
Now, I understand you've been tweaking and working with basic foot hand controls in some of these machines, and I'm sure all that goes back to software and engineering.
Absolutely. What we've done is we've actually got our 259 model that we have here at the show, where we have a hand and foot control. That means you drive with two hands and you control your bucket and your lift arms with your feet. And that's a pattern that's been out in the marketplace for a long time, but it's not something that we've offered at CAT in our history of skid steer or rubber track loaders. And we recognize that there's a lot of customers out there who like to control the machine in a lot of different ways. There's the one-hand drive pattern, which has been out there that we've had for a long time. There's a two-hand drive, with some different controls. They call it an H pattern that some customers prefer. But then there's also a segment of customers that really enjoy the operation of using the feet and the hands, and that's the way they were trained and that's the way they've grown up, and they like to do that. And so now we're able to offer that pattern for our customers. We think that there's no reason that there's any customer out there who can't take a look at a CAT skid steer or rubber track loader that's in our family. So we're very excited about offering that. It's a great opportunity for customers to take a look at us again.
Different parameters available on different machines, or are they just basically a standard?
This particular option comes from the factory that way. What you can do is you can order the machine with these style controls, but once you have these style controls, you get the opportunity to enjoy a lot of the features that are in the rest of the machine.
Right.
So that means our big sealed and pressurized cab that's very comfortable. A lot of the adjustments that we provide that you don't traditionally get with a mechanical hand and foot style setup that you would see by other manufacturers. With this one, you have the opportunity to adjust how the machine responds with your hand controls, which is your drive. There are different settings that you can adjust and how the machine feels. There's different settings how you can adjust the foot pedals respond, or the implement, so your raise and lower and your implement or your bucket response. You can actually adjust those. And the big thing is the comfort of the cab. We talked about the cab being a one-piece sealed and pressurized cab enclosure, but it's also that you can sit in there with these controls and move the seat and adjust the seat height and adjust the arm bars or the armrest individually, so you can become very comfortable. And with a mechanical control machine, everything's kind of fixed and you move kind of around it, but you're never really as comfortable as you can be with the CAT controls that we offer.
You know, something that I just came to realize here just this morning after reading some notes that were provided me, that all these various applications, so to speak, are available on social media.
Absolutely.
And I was never aware of that. I just didn't put the two together, like, YouTube and the various sites. And so somebody who's interested in this can actually go and load up their device and say, wow, I can do all this.
You're absolutely right. I mean, we'd obviously love to have people come down and talk to us, or maybe visit their local dealer to check this out and be able to get in the machine and touch and feel it. But ahead of that, you can absolutely go out to any of the search engines and type in CAT hand and foot controls. It'll take you to a couple of different web pages. We have our own CAT and construction and landscaping trades page off of YouTube, where you can go to YouTube, and we've got some videos that highlight this new hand and foot controls, as well as a lot of other of the features we have on our machines. You can see some of these short video clips, see some of the value that we offer in our skid steer and rubber track loaders. I mean, it's very exciting.
Well, what makes me so impressed with that whole idea is that, we have such a problem with the construction industry itself in developing new talents and bringing young people aboard and having them learn more and more about the industry. And what a great way to do it, because we know everybody is on social media.
That's absolutely
Everybody.
right. You know, when you want to know something, a lot of times you type it in the search engine, you look for a quick video, and you take a look at it. We've got the opportunity for you to look at not only this feature, the hand and foot controls that we talk a lot about, but also a lot of the other features we offer on our machines. And we encourage our customers, our prospective customers, to take a look at those, and then you know, follow up with their local dealer and find more about you know, the hand and foot controls or whatever machine that you happen to be interested in, whether it be one-hand drive or two-hand drive.
I'll tell you, this guy knows everything there is to know about skid steers. He's been around a long time. We've had a number of interview possibilities, and it's just been a real pleasure.
My pleasure.
Kevin Coleman with Caterpillar. Certainly go onto their sites, go on to cat.com. You can go on to the various websites as well. From World of Concrete 2016.